Hello everyone and welcome back for round 4 with Modern Bushwhacker Zoo. You may notice I'm in different clothes today. I actually got a call between recording rounds 3 and 4 of this league and had to go into work. However, for those of you that don't know, I work as a teacher's assistant and a lab assistant at a university. So luckily there was nobody scheduled for that particular lab time, so I just had to make sure that the individuals in there had all the help they needed, and I was able to play because there was no class actually scheduled for that time slot. So we're actually going to be reviewing this as from our game history, since I played it without the means to record live. So let's go ahead and dive in. Actually, we'll go ahead and click through these individually. So we are on the play for game 1. Our hand is great. We're going to have the majority of our hand out on turn 2. We're going to lead on the wild Nakatl because we optimize our damage, so we have our opponent taking 5 damage on our turn 2. Drawing the experiment 1, we're actually going to play it instead of the Narnam Renegade, which seems a little counterintuitive since the Narnam Renegade has Revolt and we've cracked a fetch land this turn. However, we want to get those evolve triggers on the experiment 1, and if we find another fetch land, the Revolt triggers the Narnam Renegade, which would then trigger the experiment 1 to make it a 3/3. So this optimizes our damage. So we get in for 5 damage here. Our opponent just played an island, and they, as I mentioned, are taking 5 damage this turn. Additionally, another reason to play the Experiment 1 over the Narnam Renegade is there aren't too many creature-based decks in blue. There's Grixis Shadow, which is actually one of Zoo's worst matchups. But they don't normally lead on island. Verdant Catacombs could apply some 4-color or Sultai deck. We're going to just attack here, see if our opponent has any removal spells or the like before we play these Narnam Renegades. Interesting, in the playback mode you don't actually get to see what Goblin Guide revealed. Let's go ahead and open that up. So we know about an Abrupt Decay and a Blooming Marsh. Our opponent's cracking the Verdant Catacombs, getting Forest so that they can play a Snapcaster Mage, which this Gorklan Rampager is going to come in handy for us. We're just going to trample on over. Now we're just going to let the trade occur, apparently, and run out our Narnam Renegade. So things we need to play around here. I honestly can't think of a single one. Our opponent was apparently going to miss their land drop or knew they could overcome our damage, so we took down game 1 pretty easily. Fortunately, I can't show you exactly how we sideboarded, but we can take a look at what's left, and it shouldn't be too difficult to figure it out. So for game 2, we took out a Gorklan Rampager and a Goblin Guide, and we brought in what we brought in is escaping me at the moment, actually, because the Kitchen Finks is still there. Destructive Revelry. We brought in 2 other cards. We'll see if we see them in the gameplay. If not, it's not really relevant. We are on the draw for this game. Our hand is really good. We're going to be able to cast a turn 2 Bushwhacker off the Burning Tree Emissary, and double Burning Tree Emissary makes our hand absolutely fantastic. We're leading on this Renegade. Our opponent has 2 lands, shocks in the Overgrown Tomb, making our job even a little bit easier, and plays a Grimflayer. Notably, they don't have Delirium enabled, so it's just a 2/2. And will likely be forced to chump to try to save them a little bit of life on this coming turn. Double Burning Tree Emissary and Reckless Bushwhacker hands are pretty much unstoppable. Our opponent's going to attempt to trade off with the Burning Tree Emissary here. We'll go ahead and save it with Mutagenic Growth. No, apparently not. So apparently some of my instincts watching this back are different than the way we actually played the game. So we could have had to have played around Bontu's Last Reckoning there. This Collective Brutality is going to drain and -2/-2. Apparently we're going to save this Burning Tree Emissary here. And we'll be attacking back for 6 minimum on our opponent. Atarka's Command is lethal because Atarka's Command by itself represents 6 damage. That's 12 total. And as our opponent's tapped out, that should end the game. Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed watching that round. We took down that Sultai deck pretty easily. They probably had a considerably better late game, which explains why they were dirtling around here. We'll be back for round 5 shortly. Hope you enjoyed the video.